My name is Charity McGuire, and I decided to do the case study on Netflix continues to change the face of in-home movies around the globe. Dissatisfaction is caused when a product or a service performance falls below the customer expectations. Many times, customers feel that the separate pricing decision creates performance that is below expectations, which has led to dissatisfaction. There are three types of coping: active coping, expressive support-seeking coping, and avoidance coping. Active coping is thinking of ways to solve a problem or make the best out of a situation. Netflix customers are likely dealing with this dissatisfaction in this way, rationalizing or minimizing the extent of the problem rather than switching or complaining about it. Excessive support seeking is venting your emotions and seeking emotional and problem-focused assistance from others. Avoidance, meaning avoiding the retailer physically and mentally, or engaging in a complete self-denial of the event. The 2 million customers that analysts feel Netflix will lose over the pricing change are those using this strategy. They are switching away from Netflix as a coping method. Any of the following examples that I'm going to share could easily be the reasons for the anger. Need for attribution, attribute Netflix strategy to profit motive rather than that a move bases on a desire to enhance customer satisfaction. Need for assertion, feeling of powerless over the seemingly arbitrary manner in which Netflix decided to change the way that it does business. Negatively biased. Negative factors weigh more than heavenly in customer judgments. Expectation disconfirmation. Customers probably expect that Netflix would remain consistent, but when they changed the rules, the customers probably saw that this was unfair, and this led to them getting angry. Netflix could have built in a customer enhancement aspect to their price to increase their price. Customers make value assessments by comparing price and delivered features. When the price increases occurs in the absence of the product/service enhancements, value goes down, and students should be encouraged to create a table with various features, including channel of distribution that is used by various competitors, and then deduct the competitor analysis where they access the relative competitiveness of each. The upscale clicks and bricks, virtual shoppers, and status driver groups are most likely to use Netflix or a similar service because they are comfortable with making purchases online and have some disposable income. Their motivations and pre-choice behaviors may be different. The upscale clicks and bricks group will research the product offerings and pricing of Netflix and other competitors before deciding on a service. The virtual shoppers will be more price sensitive when choosing the service. The status drivers will purchase streaming videos based on their recreation value. The mall maniacs, just the essentials, and the original traditionalist groups are not usually targeting for streaming digital movie services due to income, existing shopping habits, or attributes toward online shopping. If you assume choosing an in-home movie provider is a limited decision and that these new competitors are not in the Evoke set because they are not well known, they should try to enact the intercept strategy. Later, as the brand becomes part of the Evoke set, then the capture strategy would be better. Students should be encouraged to elaborate on various tactics underlying the intercept and capture strategies that would be available to Netflix competitors. Europe proposes 26% of global demand for digital movie delivery services. Many parts of Europe have similar cultural values as the United States, so less localization should be involved. The United Kingdom would likely be a candidate for Netflix's first entry into Europe. It has the second highest demand in Europe and English in the native language. Germany is also an attractive target. However, adoption of firms into the German language or adding subtitles requires a greater investment and effort and financial resources. Students should be encouraged to examine the 7 considerations discussed in Chapter 2 in detail. Asia may be a larger market, but value, language, heterogeneity, and political legal constraints often make this market more difficult. Such considerations could be discussed for other regions, countries, and discussed in the case that it could be the bias of a larger product dealing with global marketing.